Hey guys, it's Mia Verde here, and we are coming to you with steps 7 and 8 of our level up journey, our realignment with our source, our realignment with purpose, and our realignment journey. So I am very excited. I do not have any books to review or reference, any supporting references today because I was not expecting to actually go over 7 and 8, but I was reviewing my notes and I looked and I said, we're there, y'all. We're there, class. So I hope, and here's the thing, please don't feel any pressure from a timing standpoint to be at a certain point. I am sharing my journey. Keep in mind, I am sharing my journey with you. And the only reason why I'm feeling as comfortable to share my journey with you is because this is not my first time doing this. This is my level up steps they were derived from my first time doing this, right? And my second time doing this. So I've experienced this and I know that these steps do work. And so I had to live it first and then I documented what I did and put them into these kind of easy to digest steps, like to see what worked. And you will continue to have to realign for every level. There's new alignment that you will have to do, right? So with that being said, step 7 is aligning your brand, and step 8 is preparation, mentorship, and study. So these two go hand in hand. I thought it would only be fitting to do the two together. Aligning your brand means, hold on y'all, 1 second. I got a delivery. All right, so aligning your brand means making sure that everything that you're connected to, everything that you accept, everything that you do, your daily schedule, your calendar should now be in alignment with the new realigned you. Right? So if you see your vision, if you know where you're going, if you have your goals, if you have the person that you need to become as you were working on your fruits of the spirit, all those things, there may be some things in your life that do not align with who you now are or where you're going. So aligning your brand, this may take some time, y'all. Step 7, I'm not going to even lie, may take some time because again, we get ourselves in situations sometimes and where we accept and we involve ourselves with things that do not align with our purpose and do not align with with our highest selves, right? And we are, on a lower vibration at that time. And when we rise higher, it's time to readjust and realign some things. So aligning your brand may be a little challenging. There's, you have to reach out to your support systems. Sometimes your support systems may not be, they may be the people that you need to let go of. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's your, this job is, but I don't want to say beneath me, but is now not in alignment with my true calling. And this is especially for my professional executive women. If your why has now changed, or if there is a new element of your why, it may have evolved. What you were doing, that's where the burnout comes in, right? Because what you were doing and the reason you were doing it for no longer connects with you and it no longer energizes you, and now it's pulling and depleting you, right? So with that being said, we're going to have to do some wiggling out. We're going to have to do some, assessing. I think I talked about this in the burnout series. You're going to have to assess, what is, with my next step being identified, what no longer aligns. And I think naturally you will rebuff the things that you are no longer called to be with, or maybe you were never called to be with. You were just, again, operating beneath your highest self. But I believe you will naturally rebuff the things that weren't meant for you. I guess I'll say it like that. They will naturally not be attracted. So the job that you worked so hard into and all that, you are burnt out. It is such a task and it's so taxing to do certain things because you no longer have the grace to do it. You will find your grace kind of going away and kind of, depleting to where, or eroding to where you just don't have it. You just don't have the grace for it anymore. So there'll be indicators. There will be indicators. And that is step 7. That may take some time, y'all. Again, there are no time frames on this. This could take a year, 2 years, but at least you know what direction you're going in. And so that's what the next step is. Step 7, align your brand. The brand is you. The brand is you. So what brand, when people think of you, especially now with your new direction, what does that all encompass, right? What does that look like? And then I would say step 8, as far as preparation and study and mentorship, that is the huge part where now it's go time. It's go time. You have the seed. God has planted the seed in you, or maybe multiple seeds of what the next steps are, what you need to do. And now you need to prep for it. Now you need to start researching. This is the fun part, right? Now you everything's in alignment. You're feeling energized. You're feeling purposeful. Now you need to do your research. All of your research preparation. It may be you need to save some money because you're gonna have to downsize, because I gotta step away from this job. It may be I have to move. I have to find a place to stay. I have to relocate. I have to do all these things. I have to, if you're opening a business, what does that look like? What does that look like in the place that you're called to open the business in? Who is your clientele? And I don't want to get ahead of myself, because that's kind of more so in the business planning stage, and that's the next steps. But all of these, it's just preparation. Start prepping things. Start seeing what you need to prepare to make your next move. So I am very excited for that. That is step 7 and step 8. These are exciting times. Step 7 can be a little challenging because it's really cutting. It's really a lot of cutting and severing ties with associations and things like that do not fit you anymore, and aligning your brand and aligning yourself appropriately. So step 7, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it don't feel so good. Step 7 doesn't feel so good, especially the more out of alignment you were, the more you will have to probably cut. But step 8, that's when it's all worth it, and you start getting excited, and you start watering that seed to start growing and say, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and these are the steps, and you start planning everything out. So I hope that helps. Thank y'all so much for coming along on Mia Verde Style Soul Journey. I like my outfit. This is the style part. This is Astoria Activewear. It's my little yoga set. Or I don't do yoga. I do Pilates, but I think that's what they call it, the yoga set. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I am so happy you are here. Please join our community, and I will see y'all in the next steps. Take care. Bye.